Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do one of the looks I wore to work. I actually was inspired by a picture. I do not remember who was the person who did the combination of the pink, purple, and blue liner. I wanted something like kind of like a galaxy kind of thing, like an explosion of, I don't know, of color, of a pop of color. I wanted like dots on the eyelids. So I grabbed my Special Effects Sigma brush to just create dots with the pink Vivid Brights liner. And it felt like it still needed something else, so I decided to add the white liner, like just dots. Less than the pink. And it ended up turning out super fun. And obviously I decided to pair with a mauve color because I have the purple going on the eyes, and I decided to use Embellishment, which is one of the colors from the NYX lingerie collections. Now I'm so happy to say that I can actually make a whole video, a whole face of just NYX products, because I did get my hands on the NYX HD Studio Foundation and the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer. I did struggle with this concealer a lot, just because it was creasing really bad under my eyes. I don't know why I have that problem. I don't know why the only one that I have less problem is the MAC Pro Concealer. But I'm giving this guy a try. I reapplied it 3 times actually on both sides off camera. I will be talking, I guess, making a review. I'm just trying it out for the first time today. I hope you guys enjoyed this colorful makeup tutorial. If you do, please don't forget to thumbs this video up at the end, and please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys till my next video. Bye guys! So today we're gonna start by using the Electric Palette by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to grab the transition color, which is going to be our color Savage, is this pink right here. And for that I will be using my Sigma Beauty E40 brush and just apply that to the crease. So we want to start to build up that color. So we're going to start like this. Once you don't have a lot of product on the brush, then you can start going up and blend the top part as well. You also want to drag this down here on the outer corner, just because we're going to make that V shape kind of thing with the purple colors. So I just dipped my brush a little bit more on the product again and just add up to that crease. It doesn't matter if you get some on your eyelid, because we're going to cover that with the purple eyeshadow. Now I'm going to dip my brush into this color right here, which is called Jilted. It's such a like pinky purple color, not as purple as this one. And I'm going to dip the tip of my Morphe M441 brush, and we're going to apply that right on the crease. And what it's going to do is just going to make it more pinky purpley, and that's what we're trying to get for that crease. So in the outer corner, I'm just like flicking it out, and I'm going back with my blending brush just to blend the top part properly. Now we're gonna go and use the color Urban, which is the deeper purple in the palette. So pretty. I'm going to use the Urban Decay brush that it comes with, and I'm using the little brush. And we're going to apply this color all over the eyelid. It's such a very beautiful purple. And then at the outer corner of your eye, you want to create that shape right here. That V kind of shape. And you want to close it. I'm gonna grab my brush again with no additional product, my M441 brush by Morphe, and I'm just going to go on the crease and kind of blend in that color that I added, just to soften that line. Back and forth. I know that I did lose a little bit of pigmentation. I'm gonna dip the tip of my brush one more time into the urban color, and I'm going to apply it right on the crease as well. And to blend that out, I'm just going to use my blending brush. No additional product. Just blend out the colors right here. Now with the makeup palette, you guys have seen me do this a lot in my videos. I grab the makeup palette and I just clean to kind of get that sharper edge. You know. Now I'm going to be doing my eyeliner, but this time instead of using it black, I will be using the Vivid Brights in the color Vivid Sapphire. It's such a pretty blue, guys. Look at that combination. It is amazing. I'm going to do this off camera because you guys have seen me do this a lot of times now. I did the tutorial on how I did my eyeliner with this blue. If you guys want to see how I do my eyeliner, go check out those videos. Okay guys, so for the fun part, as you guys can see, I have like little dots. I didn't spend so much time doing those little dots. I am using the Vivid Brights in the shade Vivid Petal. It's such a pretty nice pastel pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Sigma Special FX brush, and this is the FX5. It has that dual fiber bristles, and it's really good for doing like kind of like smudges. You guys saw me using this, I think, in my Halloween tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little guy because you can't dip this brush. I'm going to dip the tips of the bristles, and I'm just going to paint them the color. And then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna dab this in the center of our eyelid. So you don't want to go like this, or else you're just gonna get like a line like that. You just want to make sure to point the brush into your eyelid. And you want to bring this a little bit to your crease. So I'm going to do it again because it's drying out. And I'm just going to do the same thing again. Now for the other part, because I found it like it was too plain, it was like bleh. I needed that look that will make it stand out as well. So I decided to use the white eyeliner from NYX as well. And I'm just gonna make like little dots. So just like that. Now I'm going to go apply my falsies, and these are the Model 21 eyelashes, and I stacked number 31 and number 5 together. So guys, I just recently purchased new foundation, and this is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic foundation, and this is in the shade Natural Beige. You guys can't see, but I covered some spots on my forehead using the NYX Conceal Correct Contour Palette. The reason why I'm showing you guys that I'm doing this is because I am using a new product and I'm going to test it out and see how I like it. You guys know I was all about the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It was the best. It's actually the best I've ever used. Now I'm going to move on to my concealer. I was so excited about this guy. This is the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Olive. I used it already on this side. I had to take it off twice because it starts looking like I have dots on my face. It started looking weird. The first time I applied it normally how I apply my concealer, which is with my brush. And then I took it off because it didn't work out. And then I tried it with a sponge, not a beauty blender. I don't have a beauty blender, okay? See, I'm probably the only YouTuber out there who does not have a beauty blender. I did it with a normal sponge, you know, those Dollarama ones. And it looked better, but it started creasing horribly. So I was like, what the hell? No. I took it off again. And then I put it back on, and this time I used my finger. Because it is very thick, very creamy, and very dewy, I decided to use my finger and try to apply not a lot of product, because maybe that could be the reason why that I was creasing so much. So I started using less. Now I'm going to set that guy out because it's just too dewy. It's like, no. I'm going to use my NYX Highlight and Contour for palette. You guys know the drill. I will be using this shade right here, which is the shade Cream. I'm actually going to use my all-time favorite brush, Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to dab that shit there. I'm going out the whole day, so I'm gonna see how this concealer goes. If I don't like it, guys, I'm gonna Snapchat it. But I really hope I like it, because, you know, I want a concealer that's a drugstore concealer. Now moving on to my lower lash. First I'm gonna grab Urban, which is a dark purple. And we're gonna apply that with this brush. And we're gonna apply that deep in those lashes, bottom lashes. Now I'm gonna go with Jilted, which is this color right here, on a Sigma E15. And the last step is a Sigma pencil brush. Dip it in Savage, which is the transition color that we used, and just blend that out. Now I'm gonna go with my Self-Made palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna grab my, what is it? My Morphe E36 brush, and I'm gonna dip it in Treasure, just a little bit, and we're gonna apply that into the inner corner of the eye, right here. Yeah. And then I'm also gonna dip it into Pink Champagne, because, you know, it's my favorite color. And since it kind of has like just sparkles, I'm just dipping the brush into it. And I'm also going to dab the brush onto the inner corner of the eye. Now I'm going to grab my eye shading brush by Sigma, and I'm going to dip it on this color right here, which is called Buttery. You want to bring it a little bit down, blend it in. Last but not least, I'm going to apply my Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara on my bottom lash. To contour, I'm just going to use my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette as always, and I'm going to be using the shade Sculpt, which is this one right here. And I will be using my Real Techniques sculpting brush. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Morphe Brushes 9B palette, which is the blushed blush palette. And I will be using this color right here. And I will be applying that blush using my Sigma F10 brush. For my highlight, you guys know what I'm going to use. My Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter. I'm going to be lining my lips just a little bit, and I'm going to be using the Sonia Kashuk lip liner. It's actually a lip definer. That's what it's called. Lip definer. Lip liner. Whatever. In the shade Plum. For my lips, I'm going to be using my new NYX Lingerie, and this is in the shade Embellishment. Guys, this color is to die for. Next, to finish the look, I will be using my NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray to set everything up. And for a more dewier finish, I am going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. It has that like dual fiber. The reason why I am showing you guys what I'm this pimple seriously does not want to be covered. We'll puff you tonight. I hope it's really good on me and my skin doesn't be like, hey, no, I don't like this product. I'm gonna go with Jilted, which sounded like an old lady. Jilted. And dip it. Hills. And my brush is gonna fall. And it's also gonna break. I'm gonna put that later. I know it broke.